Assalamu alaikum students. This is Ms. Tavia, your computer teacher, and today we are going to start our new unit number 2, Digital Literacy, Computers and Learning. So, what we are going to learn in this chapter are how computers are used to help people learn, how computers are used to make discoveries, how to do online research to help complete a project, okay? So, first of all, we will learn that what is a computer. You can use computer to help you in any subject you study. The skills you learn in your computing classes do not just help you to learn while you are at school. They will be important throughout your life. When you leave school, computers will be important in your career. Computers have been used to make important discoveries. You will learn about some of these discoveries in space exploration, medicine, and in understanding natural disasters, such as earthquakes. Perhaps in the future, you will contribute to a major discovery. Later in this unit, you will work in small groups to create a short e-learning course. You will use online research to help you complete the project. But basically, what is a computer? A computer is a device that accepts information in the form of digitalized result-based data and manipulates it for some result based on a program, software, or sequence of instructions on how this data is to be processed. In simple words, computer is an electronic machine which receives input in the form of data, processes it within a CPU, and gives you and provides you an output with the help of output devices. It is very much important part of our life nowadays. There are some sectors in which computers might help us, like computers in healthcare. In the hospitals, computers are utilized to detect illness and analyze the human body's interior organs. Computers are used to perform CT scans, imaging, ultrasound, surgery, post-operative cares, and eye diagnostics. They are also used to preserve patient data, track development, and locate the treatments. If you people have ever been to the healthcare service or any hospital, you must have noticed there are so many digital machines attached to the patients, and they are showing some digital data like blood pressure. They are tracking the blood pressure continuously, they are tracking the heartbeat continuously, and they are just saving that data in a form of soft copy and then giving you that in a hard copy. So these are some basic elements, or these are some basic procedures which healthcare providers do with the help of computers. Now, the next thing is how does a computer helps us in discoveries? Scientists use coding to tell computers how to do these calculations. With computers, scientists can take a lot more measurements and make many more calculations than they could by hand. Computer programs can also be used to predict what happens in an experiment using the laws of science. So many scientists nowadays are just making new discoveries within healthcare, new discoveries within education, new discoveries within space. How do they do that? They do that with the help of computers. They predict so many things. They research on those topics with the help of computer, because computer has a vast amount of data regarding any topic. Whatever you want to search, you can search it on the internet is now like a global village. You can connect from one place to another, one city to another city, one country to another country with the help of computer. So it has now made very easy for us to make new discoveries with the help of computer. You people can also do that if you want to. Now, how do computers help in natural disasters? What are the natural disasters? Natural disasters like you have weather forecasting, you have some missile just throwing on your country, or like this, ठीक है ना? Or earthquake, you can predict the earthquake, you can predict the weather information. So, how forecasting means to predict the future, ठीक है? Forecasting natural disasters relies on computer modeling and is important for preparedness and response, which can in turn save lives and protect property. AI is a powerful tool that can automate processes, rapidly analyze massive data sets, enable modelers to gain new insights and boost the efficiency. Now, AI, the artificial intelligence, helps a lot in saving our country, or saving our protecting our properties with the help of predicting natural disasters with the help of computer. Now, how the computers are helping us in a school? They are used to improve the environment for their learning. Now people can learn with the help of multimedias, no basic chalk duster or no basic whiteboard, blackboard. To plan and create a schedule, they help the teacher to create a schedule and to plan a schedule. To keep the receipts and fee bills, whatever you fees you pay the bills or pay the fees, they just help computer can store the data. To prepare notices and circulars and exam results, you people have noticed that when you received a circular or a notice, they are typed in the form of soft copy. To create test materials, we can use Google quiz. If you people had learned in during the corona times, you people noticed that the teachers made the test materials on Google quiz. To monitor library data can be monitored easily. To complete course practicals and labs are done on computers. So there's a vast amount of things that we can do through with the help of computers in the school. Now, what is artificial intelligence? It has made our life easier. Artificial intelligence is a technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. Applications and devices equipped with AI means artificial intelligence can see and identify the objects. They can understand and respond to the human language. Artificial intelligence, in short, is a brain of the computer nowadays. It is that much advanced that it can solve our problems just by speaking about any problem with the computer. You can talk to your computer about any type of work, about any type of any you can say any topic. You people have seen chat gpt. What does it serve to you? When you ask the question, it just look for the answer throughout the internet and gives you the answer within a second. So this is an example of an artificial intelligence. Okay, did you know scientists in a group of British universities created a robot scientist? They claim it is the first computer to have discovered new scientific knowledge. The robot is called Adam. Adam uses artificial intelligence to carry out the research. Artificial intelligence is a technique that programs computers to think and work like humans. Adam made a discovery about yeast. The discovery was simple, but it was important because it was made without much human help. So basically, artificial intelligence has helped humans to work minimal. Now computers and robots have took place to work instead of humans. But it doesn't mean that they have their own brain. They are working whatever the human has programmed in it. Okay? Now, let's start with the unit 5.1, using computers for learning. In this chapter, in this lesson, we are going to learn that how computers can help you learn and discover information in all the subjects of the study. Computers are not just for computer studies. You can use the computers to help you learn in any subject. We have already learned some skills that will help in our studies. We have learned how to find the information to help us make the most of the web. Present your information using word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation software. So, in this lesson, we will learn that how the computer is helpful in learning other subjects except the exception of the computers itself. Okay, we must know the following skill sets first. Number one is identify keywords to use in search. Use an age appropriate web browser. Use special search words and characters. Checking the reliability of information you find. Use the bookmarks. Give credit for another person's work. We are going to learn in detail that how we can do these or following these skills first. These are the basic skill sets to learn through which we can learn the computer in other subjects also. Number one is identify keywords to use in search. What are the keywords? Keywords are the words and phrases that people type into search engines to find what they are looking for. For example, if you were looking to buy a new jacket, you might type something like men's leather jacket into the Google. Even though that phrase consists of more than one word, it's still a keyword. When we open a Google Chrome, we see a search bar like this over here. We write down whatever we are going to or whatever our intention of searching over there. Let's suppose I want to search men's leather jacket. Men's leather jacket. These three are separate proper nouns. It will show me the results. It will consider it as a three different keywords. It will show me the result regarding men's or men's leather, wearing men's leather shoes, jacket, whatever, or men's jacket. It can be a leather jacket, it can be a jacket only of any stuff. But if I look for only leather jacket, it will show me the leather jacket, but it will not show me the men wearing a leather jacket or a woman wearing a leather jacket or a kid wearing a leather jacket. So this is the importance of a keyword. Whatever you want to search, write it accurate. So the Google search bar or the search engine optimization will work more accurately and boost up your search results and give you the accurate result as per your requirement. Okay. Now, next, use special search words and characters. The simplest and most effective way to search for something specific is to use the quotation marks around a phrase or name to search for those exact words in that exact order. For instance, for example, searching for Joe blogs will show results with both Joe and blogs, but not necessarily placed sequentially. Means when you are looking for something accurate, you want to search for something accurate, you can insert the quotation marks over there so that the Google will search for that specific search keyword that you have entered there. For example, if I want to look for the leather jacket, then I have to type the leather jacket in quotation mark. It will show the images or the data related to your stuff. Okay. Now, for example, if I am going to search for Joe blogs, whether I write down the blogs first or Joe first, it will look for all the data where they have that mentioned Joe or blogs. Okay, so if you want to look for any specific personality, you have to mention that looking for the personality and then in the inverted commas. Okay. So this is the importance of the keyword or search words or special characters in search engine optimization for Google Chrome or any other search engine for so that they can optimize your result, give you the reliable information, whatever your intentional information is, ताकि आपको वही चीज़ दिखे जो आप चाह रहे हैं, एक्स्ट्रा और या फिर कोई भी सबलिंगुअल या कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ें आपको ना दिखें. ओके. Next, use an age-appropriate web browser. Using a browser like Kindle will show you information that is suitable for your age. It will filter out the adverts. A web browser. What is a web browser? What is the purpose of a web browser? A web browser takes you anywhere on the internet. It retrieves the information from other parts of the web and displays it on your desktop or mobile devices. The information is transferred using the HTTP protocol, that is Hyper Transfer Protocol, which defines how text, images, and videos are transmitted on the web. Why it is known as a web browser? If you have ever seen a spider web, it is spreaded all over the place. It has multiple routes in it. So similarly, the web browser has multiple dictionaries or directories where the information is being saved. When we look for some keyword or we search something, they just go into the deep down into their directory and search for that keyword and show you the accurate result. There are several web browsers available nowadays like Safari, that is widely used in Mac operating system or Linux or Apple or iPhone.
Firefox and Chrome are widely used on Android or Microsoft. They can be downloadable from the internet. Edge is the Microsoft's own Internet Explorer. It was previously known as Internet Explorer. This browser is personal or built-in in your Microsoft Windows. Then we have Opera. We can download it on Mac operating system. We can download it on Microsoft. We can download it on Android. Okay, operating systems. Now, check the reliability of information you find. What is the meaning of reliability? Means the trusted information. A credible or reliable source is one where you can trust the information that the source provides. You can rely on the information provided within the source because the person, publisher, or institution that is providing this information is a credible source for that information.
You have already learned that how important it is to check the sources of your information. Can you identify who wrote the information? Does the site publishing the information have a good reputation or not? Can you check the key facts in the information on another site?
Means can you trust the person who has entered this information on the internet, because this is internet is a global world. Anyone can play, anyone can harm anyone by just spreading false rumors or fake information on the internet. So you must be checking the reliability or trustability or credibility of that source, that whoever has mentioned this news on the internet or that data on the internet is a reliable source or not. If it is not reliable, it's better not to add that in your work, okay, because it will be it will tarnish your reputation of work. It will tarnish the reputation of that person who is the publisher or the institute who has published that information on the internet falsely. Now, use bookmarks. What are the bookmarks? A bookmark is a placeholder for a web page that will allow you quick access to that page instead of having to browse to it or search for it. Instead of typing a web page in Google, clicking the bookmark will direct you to that page immediately. Bookmark, in short, is just like a paper bookmark you use in your journals, in your copies, to just open that page directly and not look for those pages. Similarly, our web browsers provide us the facility to add a bookmark. Something like this. It's a star. When you turn on the bookmark of some website, it will turn yellow and make a small tab on your menu bar or your web browser screen. Okay. Now, so that next time when you want to look for some information regarding that page, you don't have to search for it again and again. You just go and click on that data and that tab or that menu, and you will be opening that page directly. जहाँ से आपने एंड में काम छोड़ा था बिल्कुल वहीं से अगर आपको ओपन करना हो तो यू कैन ऐड टू द bookmarks. Okay. Now, give credit for another person's work. This is the most important thing. If you use the content that belongs to another person, you should always indicate where the content comes from. Even though you have not read the quoted source, you must acknowledge the original source of the information, as well as the work in which it appears. In a parenthetical note, the name, date, and page reference of the work in which information originated should appear first, followed by the cited or referred, and then the name. It is very ethical way whenever you use someone else common creative property or someone else intellectual property, means their work of peace in your project or anywhere else, you should be acknowledging that original person, the person who has taken that picture, the person who has done that research, that person who has made those slides. You should be mentioning that I have just selected that person's or that institute's data because it's a trustable source. It will be acknowledging, it will be happier for that person that you have acknowledged their task. You have not illegally theft their task. Okay. सो जब भी आपके भी किसी काम को जब सराहा जाता है, एक्नॉलेज किया जाता है, यू गेट हैप्पी। सिमिलरली जब हम ऑनलाइन किसी का काम जो है अपने पास कॉपी डाउन करते हैं, देन वी शुड बी मेंशनिंग दैट वी हैव टेकन दिस वर्क फ्रॉम दिस सोर्स, फ्रॉम दिस वेबसाइट, फ्रॉम दिस person, and his name is this is the date or the page reference of that web page. Okay, so these things are known as references or citations. These are important part of your work, so that the person, the original person who have worked for the days and night to make those notes will get acknowledged. It is ethically very important. I'm again and again repeating. Now, presenting your work. How do we present our work? We will learn some steps to present our work in this. Number one is write important course notes. Think about the skills you have developed using application softwares. You have used a word processor, a spreadsheet, and a presentation software before. You have also used graphic software to make the images. All these skills are useful in any subject you are studying. You can use the application softwares to write important course notes. You can use MS Word, Microsoft Word to do this. How can we write down the important course notes? Number one, use loads of headings for main ideas and concepts. Important course notes are basic summary of your work. Okay, so it should be precise, it should be small, it should be uh, uh, smaller in size, not that huge. Okay, use the headings so that you don't have to look for the data. Okay, it headings for the main ideas and concepts. Then use the subheadings for points within those ideas by using bullets. Over here you can see start on a fresh page, this is a heading, then we have bullets as subheadings. Okay, stick to 1.1 line, means you don't have a need to write the whole paragraphs of those lines. You have to just highlight the importance. Okay, underline the keywords, whatever the keywords are important you can underline it. You can use numbering to keep yourself organized. An organized work looks always beautiful, so you can use the bullet points or you can use the numbering to organize it. Use the abbreviations and don't worry about using full sentences. Okay, you can use the jargon words, or you can use the abbreviations for your words, because these are your personal notes and no one is going to peek into it. So this is also good for your mental, your learning compatibility, so that whenever you see those abbreviations you will remember I have written this for that. Okay, write assignments and homeworks. These can also be done on Google Word, or you can say Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint, Microsoft Excel. First, carefully read the assignment, whatever the topic has been appointed to you, assigned to you. Conduct any necessary research to find information to include in your assignment. Again, you have to look for that trustable source for your research work, okay? To find the information. Make some notes and create a draft outline of the information you need to include in the assignment. Write down the important points, whatever the important notes you are going to discuss in your homework or your assignment, you have to make a notes in the form of bullets or in the numbering so that you do not miss any of the important point. Once your draft outline is complete, begin writing your text. Draft outline are those points which you have mentioned in your rough work. Now, once you have done your rough work, your free work, now you are going to make the original work, the original text. Okay? Create posters. We can create posters using Adobe Illustrator. We can create the posters on Microsoft PowerPoint. How do we create the posters? Identify the goal of your poster. What is the main goal of your poster? What is about going to tell? Okay, consider your target audience. If your target audience is students, and you have to make the poster according to their mind, okay, their mental compatibility. If your target audience is elder person, then you have to make the poster according to their mental compatibility. It depends on the age. Decide where you want to share your poster. Whatever the platform you are sharing, you have to look for the genres, that which type of posters are already there. Start with a professional poster template. You can find so many professional poster templates on the internet. You can download it and reuse it. Pick a relevant or branded color scheme. There are so many color schemes, color palettes available on Adobe Illustrator or whatever the um, software application software you are using to create poster, use the color scheme according to your goal of your poster. Okay, include a clear call to action, means just write down the main goal, don't go for the summaries, or don't go for the uh, variations in it. Okay, use fonts to create a hierarchy of information. Fonts should be very prominent so that your data should be visible, that what you're actually telling about. Okay, use icons to visualize concepts and grab attention. You can use pictures, icons to grab the attention. You can see several types of posters over here. Okay, now, make the presentations. We can make the presentations on Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides, and there are so many other applications which are providing you the templates to make the presentations, just like I am doing it right now. Okay. Presentations offer opportunities for developing skills and knowledge together. This process can strengthen learning and enthusiasm for further knowledge. If the presentation is effective, the audience should have learned something new and increase their interest about their topic. Presentations can be helpful in schools, it can be helpful in business meetings, it can be helpful in any place, organization, whether it could be a hospital, anywhere, because they show you the images, they show you the graphs, charts through which people just gets attracted. Okay, so if it's effective, it will achieve your goal. Okay, now add images to illustrate your work. Images are used to beautify your work. Okay, so how can images illustrate your work? Correct color or white balance as it's called when referring to the photographs, it's what sets professional apart from the amateurs. Amateurs are the newbies, ठीक है, जो अभी अभी काम करना शुरू किए हैं. Professionals always use the white balance color, correct colors use करते हैं, correct color palettes use करते हैं, ताकि आपका काम ज़्यादा अच्छे से दिखे. It should be presentable. Correct focus. If your image isn't in focus, it doesn't matter how pretty or wonderful it is. Its quality should be very high definition so it gets more attractive to the person who is viewing it. Okay, correct exposure means the lighting should be very nice. Soft backgrounds, use soft colors for the background, and good lighting should be there. Okay, now other uses for technology for learning. These were the uses which we have already learned, uses of computer for the technology for learning. Now we are going to learn the other uses of technology for learning. Number one is simulations. What are the simulations? One that simulates, especially a device that enables the operator to reproduce or represent under test conditions phenomena likely to occur in actual performance. Some examples of computer simulation modeling familiar to most of us include weather forecasting, flight simulators used for training pilots, and car crash modeling. These simulators are used to give you the real life experience that how you can use your device, your prototype, or whatever you are going to make. For example, I have made a game and now I want to see that how this game will work. So I will use the simulator to check whether how it is possible to make the changes in it. It is important for learning purpose. जब आप किसी कंपनी में जाते हैं, लेट्स सपोज यू आर लर्निंग टू गेट अ पायलट वीज़ा, पायलट लाइसेंस, ठीक है, एंड you are now aware of flying a jet, ठीक है, but they will not let you sit in a jet right away. Okay, they'll ask you to use the simulator. It will be a proper room where all the screens would be like this, that you are actually जो है flying a plane. Okay, so you will be using that simulator to check this. Okay. Okay, so here is an example of a simulator of aircraft. This is actually a screen. This is not an original flying jet. Okay. When you are, I've already told you कि जब आप learning करने जाते हैं किसी भी नई चीज़ की, तो they allow you to use the simulators of those things. Like in this example, they are using a simulator of a flying jet. It seems like that they are actually flying it, but they are not actually flying it. Okay. Now, see, you can see this. You can see all the view from the screen here. Now this is another example of a simulator. This is a weather forecasting simulator. You can check all the turns over here कि कहाँ hurricane बन रहा है, कहाँ rain हो रही है, कहाँ गर्मी है. So this is also an example of a real life 3D modeling simulators. Okay. Now, the next thing is virtual reality. It is same like the simulators, but you are going to use the Oculus for these. Oculus are the glasses जो आपको 3D 4D version देते हैं या फिर experience देते हैं to experience the environment in original. Okay, virtual reality is a computer generated environment with scenes and objects that appears to be real, making the user feel they are immersed in their surroundings. This environment is perceived through a device known as a virtual reality headset or a helmet. A helmet or a headset is used. Look at this picture. This is a person who is wearing an Oculus and he is playing a game of fighting. He is actually just experiencing it in real. Okay, उसकी movements भी इसी तरह की हो रही हैं. That is why he is using his hands over here. Okay, he is holding a gun over there. Maybe he is playing some gun game or what. Okay. So this was an example of a virtual reality. The next thing is assistive technology. Assistive technology is an item, piece of equipment, software program, or product system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of persons with disabilities. Means who are the disabled persons? They can use the assistive technologies. Either it can be an application software, it can be a piece of equipment, a software, a product that can use or to maintain, improve their capabilities. For example, if we talk about the blind person, then you people have noticed that your mobile phone has a feature of text to speech generator. How can they look for the text? They can't look for the text. So they will open the assistive technology of a speech generator. For instance, they have received a message. Now they will open it and it will tell that you have received a message. The message says this. Okay, speech generator ho gaya. Next thing is Braille. Braille is a blind person's language. It's a coded language, more just like Morse code. They can use those to type in because they can't see the numbers, they can't see the alphabets in actual. Okay, so this was an example of assistive technology. Furthermore examples are you can say that the artificial limb or artificial leg is also an example of assistive technology which are helping them to move those have cut off their hands or god forbid their legs. Okay, so here we will end our lecture. We'll be continuing this lecture in the next class, inshallah. Till then, take care. Lots of take care. Allah Hafiz. I hope you people have understood it. Okay? Thank you so much.